The Yazoo River swamp was a labyrinth of rot and shadows. The sheriff lunged through the thick mud, his heavy boots sinking deep into the mire with every frantic step. Ahead, the old woman clawed desperately at the shifting quicksand, her body being claimed by the cold earth itself. As the black silt reached her chin, she locked eyes with the lawman. Her gaze was not one of fear, but of pure, unadulterated malice. "In 20 years, I will return to burn this town to the ground," she shrieked. The sheriff stood silent, watching until the very last of her hair vanished beneath the surface. He turned back toward the lights of Yazoo City, shaking the swamp water from his coat. He dismissed her final words as the desperate madness of a dying criminal. The town remained quiet, the curse fading into a half-remembered ghost story. For 2 decades, peace reigned. The sheriff grew old, and the citizens forgot the woman in the swamp. But time was merely a countdown. The earth does not forget a promise made in blood, and the 20-year mark was fast approaching. Then came the 25th of May, 1904. It began with a single, flickering spark in a parlor, a common accident in a wooden town. But this was no ordinary fire. A sudden, violent wind rose from nowhere, turning that spark into a screaming monster. Witnesses watched in absolute horror as flames leaped through the air like living things, propelled by unnatural gusts that did not appear on any weather report. The fire roared with a voice of its own, jumping from roof to roof, as if guided by an invisible hand of vengeance. By the time the sun began to set, the inferno had consumed 324 buildings. Yazoo City was no longer a home. It was a graveyard of smoldering ash and skeletal ruins. The woman's prophecy had been carved into the very landscape with fire and heat. The town had burned, just as she said it would. The next morning, the survivors pushed through the gates of Glenwood Cemetery. They stopped at the grave of the woman from the swamp. The heavy iron chains that had surrounded her plot lay severed, snapped into jagged pieces on the dirt as if broken from the inside. Today, the cycle of futility continues. The cemetery sextons work tirelessly, welding the iron links back together, only to return days later to find them shattered once more. Visitors walk the narrow paths, staring at the rusted, fractured metal. Local lore offers a chilling warning. The day the last chain link vanishes, she will emerge from the earth to finish what she started. The town watches the grave, waiting for the iron to fail one last time.